Star Wars fans, welcome back to my room. It's a little bit of chaos at the moment. Just last weekend I decided to just start doing a little bit of reorganizing some of my 3 3/4 inch shelves. Just wanted to sort of adjust, so I'm sort of halfway through that, and no intentions to sort of rush back into it because I just want to take my time with this and get it right. So basically I've got a couple of open shelves here. I've moved sort of DVDs and Blu-rays down here to sort of accommodate with the books and sort of other media and stuff that's over that side of the room. So I did, on this top shelf, I did have my sort of more current sort of collection of DC Multiverse figures from McFarlane Toys, and I've actually bumped them up the top here. So they're sort of a little bit squashed on one shelf down there, so I decided to give them a little bit more room. They're at the top, so they're not really taking anything away from the Star Wars below it. But I really wanted to give more room to Empire Strikes Back, given that I got the Cloud City Carbon Freezing Chamber. So I really wanted to get that set up. Because yeah, since I got both of them, they've pretty much just been packed away until I could find a spot for them. But yeah, I finally decided to set that up, and it's worked out quite well. I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely need to get a couple of stormtroopers in there and around. A Boba Fett. I'll need to add another Boba Fett. I could just take that one there from the lineup here, but I think I'll just grab another one just to display in this scene. So yeah, obviously we're getting a new Lando and a new Lobot coming soon. I think Lobot's for Vintage Collection. I can't remember. It might be for Black Series. It might even be both. But I dare say Vintage Collection. Well, I'd like to track down the proper Ugnaughts. These are the Power of the Force ones. I would like to get the ones from the Legacy Collection, but they're quite pricey these days. So yeah, it's nice to be able to sort of spread my Empire Strikes Back shelf out. You know, Empire's been one that just, because of the lack of sort of seeing like a cantina or, you know, Jabba's Palace, it hasn't been super rich in sort of alien life. So it's really cool to sort of have Empire, you know, sort of spread out like this. And you know, just the wall figures that I've got hanging up there. I've got the Maul and Ahsoka. I just put them there for the meantime. I'll probably interchange them with some Empire specific figures. Same with that Rogue One Death Trooper there. But yeah, the other thing I really wanted to do is bring the Geonosis Arena down, because that was sort of sitting up quite high. You know, the top of that was almost touching the roof up there, so it wasn't really getting the sight that it deserves, because it is such a cool playset. And you know, I really wanted to sort of showcase this and the beasts which I've recently obtained, because they were sort of just sitting up the top there. And yeah, I had the Acklay. He's a little bit of a loose figure. You know, I bought that one second hand, so he's probably had a lot of playtime over the years. If I ever find one in box, I may get another one. So yeah, I've just sort of for now put that little plastic stand there, which is fine. But yeah, I really wanted to, you know, really space out Jedi clones. The dead one there. And I'm realizing I do need more battle droids for this scene as well, just to spot a couple more through the collection. And that enabled me to put this little shelf in here just for other scenes from Attack of the Clones. So we've got the Separatist Council there, you know, Droid Factory. We've got some Tatooine figures there, Senators, Supreme Chancellor, Anakin Speeder. I know these aren't technically in the right spot to be with Watto, but Watto works well there. So, and for the bar, I just need to get Elan Sleaze Bagano so he can have the other side of that bar with Obi-Wan. And we've got Ahmed Best and Anthony Daniels back there. So yeah, that's going pretty well. The rest of it seems to be okay for the moment. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, I've got my sort of A New Hope. You know, it's so hard to do it chronologically. I absolutely applaud only one Kenobi for being able to do what he's been able to do with his space. It's been really, really inspiring. So, you know, I can't really do the chronological thing just because of what I have with in terms of, you know, the play sets, the bits and pieces and all that. So, you know, I've got 2 shelves here for Phantom Menace, 2 for Revenge of the Sith, 2 right at the bottom for Expanded Universe / Legends, which I will condense into 1. 2 shelves there for the sequel trilogy figures, which are pretty crammed in there, and then Rogue One and Solo. Up here is Mandalorian. You know, I had to keep the ATST in there. Power of the Force. And on the floor I have all my sort of Return of the Jedi figures, which I still have to set up. But yeah, like I said, no rush on that. Still going to be some moving around to do over here. So what I did do is I got my Clone Wars figures and I brought them all up here. And there's my sail barge. And I did have all my sort of DVDs, Blu-rays and stuff here. So I'm probably going to move some more stuff from that top shelf. Like I've got my games, so some more sort of media sort of stuff I'll add to that shelf. And may bring some more stuff up here. I've got some thinking to do. So basically what I've been able to do is bring all my animated Clone Wars figures onto this shelf. This is just such an amazing line of figures that they really deserve to be sort of out in the open. They were sort of really sort of just squashed into those 2 shelves and it was quite dark. Whereas this way they're going to get a little bit more light, they're going to pop nicely. You know, most of the figures at the back are on sort of stepped rises, so they do sort of fill out that back space a little bit too. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's just maintaining it and making sure no one falls off. And below that I've sort of my sort of realistic Clone Wars, starting with sort of Tartakovsky. I've just put that Asajj there, but starting off with like realistic Tartakovsky. That Maul was just sort of out and about, so he's technically not Clone Wars, but I've just put him there for now. And then yeah, starting to blend into, you know, live action versions of these guys that have been released. I just threw in the Utapau clone there as well, and the Crab Droid, which I couldn't fit up there, but you know, we've got Mace, Maul vs Ahsoka, my second Ahsoka there, and so on. So yeah, got a little bit of work to do. That's okay, I'm not going to rush this, but you know, my videos for the next week or so, however long it takes me, are probably just going to be somewhere random in the room, as opposed to on my nice little coffee table, which is now covered in toys and other bits and pieces. So, and Oswald, he'll be right. So yeah, I just wanted to just sort of run through that and just sort of show you guys what I'm up to at the moment. I've got some figure reviews to do. I just got some figures, so I'm excited. Some new TVC figures that I've sort of passed on and waited for a better price, so decided to get them. And yeah, we'll keep taking a look, and yeah, stay tuned for those figure reviews over the coming days this week. And I should have a couple more coming late this week, early next, so I'm looking forward to that. So thanks for hanging out, guys, appreciate it. Hang around and see what actually happens with the later stages of what I'm doing here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned. Hit the little notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Because yeah, I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. For, you know, I might keep it for a couple of months this time rather than move everything around because I get bored. But yeah, I am sort of seriously rethinking those 2 sort of Billy shelves down there and just replacing them with the. So I've got the sort of adjustable rack shelving. I may just end up doing that all the way to the ground, and that may provide a little bit more space, just a little bit more, which would be good if I can do that. So I may have to think about that as well. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Until my next video, may the Force be with you always.